y'all out here have kids, just like this little girl right here? And how many of y'all worried about y'all kids? I know I would be. Right now, we going through a situation where in Chicago, it's a lot of killings going on right now. And I'm here to discuss some of them because some of them really affect me. So, an 18 little boy by the name of Joseph Coleman, his rap name Lil Jojo, was gunned down, 18 years old. He was gunned down in the streets of Chicago due to a beef with the known rapper that everybody know, that everybody like, Chief Keef. So, this is basically how the beef started. It all started because the little boy, Lil Jojo, made a beef record to the Chief Keef rapper.
Get to sweating, cause we bringing pressure. And this is not a diss song, this is just a message.
So-called, he's part of the Gangster Disciples, or whatever he's called. And that's a gang in Chicago that's well known. And Lil Jojo was part of a gang named the GDKs, a Gangster Disciple Killer. Words were exchanged on the social media that changed it to something real serious and got into the streets. The little 18-year-old boy was tweeting his location. So all y'all out here tweeting y'all location about where y'all at, don't think it's safe because somebody's really going to take that information and really do something about it. Little boy went to a side of town in Chicago and was gunned down in the street. And you know what your favorite rapper, Chief Keef, said about that? He replied on Twitter, and the little nigga wanted to be down with us, laughing my ass off. So, quote unquote, his manager say Chief Keef had nothing to do with it, but everybody know that it was some type of affiliation because in the video later on before the little boy died, one of Chief Keef's associates says in the video literally, "Nigga, I'ma kill you." And then hours later he's killed. Not only did it stop there when the 18-year-old boy was killed, Lil Jojo's best friend was also killed too, for wearing a hoodie that represented his best friend. He was randomly killed on the streets. So basically what I'm saying today to y'all is, y'all out here rapping his music and glorifying this man because of his dreads and his music, because he got guns, because he doing this and he killing and he 300. That man ain't doing that for y'all. All he doing is setting a bad example for kids these days. And if y'all letting y'all kids listen to that, then I don't know what. And the city of Chicago is looking like a madhouse, and we need to do something about it. We need to stop the violence for real. And you know what his reply to the little thing on Twitter where he was laughing my ass off at, and when the little boy got killed hours later? Chief Keef says his Twitter got hacked.
How you doing? So today I will be talking about Chicago and its crime rates. This year, January alone, crime rate we had about 42 murders that occurred in Chicago, which is higher than last year in January. Chicago, the crime rates peaked in 1974. Ever since then, it has increased. Mostly the crime basically deals with gang violence. And most of the gang violence involve black African American males, and that's about 76%. And then we have about 3% Caucasians and 26 Hispanics. I recently read some information about a little girl just stating how Chief Keef music impacted her. She actually listened to his music, but she didn't like him at all because all he talked about is gangs. And she didn't like the fact that he was promoting gang violence. And that it was just, his music really didn't make any sense. Ever since Chief Keef music came out, more crimes have occurred. And it has been about 7,000 police arrests, and it all was due to gang violence. So you kind of see how music itself impacts teenagers today in gangs, and it's not really a good thing, especially in the United States, since gang violence is really, 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 really bad now. So, yeah, gang violence has impacted a lot of neighborhoods.
All right, so I'm doing a project on social media, and for today we're going to talk about how the media affects everybody's everyday decisions, such as, you know, what we eat, how we dress, and even what we listen to. And so hip hop today puts out messages that people internalize in their brain that I don't think they really pay attention to. So let's take Chief Keef for example. Chief Keef is not a good rapper to me, in my opinion. He's a perfect stereotype for the bug in today's society. Hypersexual and promotes violence. Promotes a lot of violence in his music, and a lot of kids from Chicago look up to Chief Keef. And when you come from a city like that, and when nobody to look up to, it's very easy to get the wrong message mixed up. That affects the way you act.
Hey.
Oh, you are corny.
What? Why is that looking at my face?
Yeah, I'm wildin'. Thank you. Side of the camera.
Hi, camera. We doing homework.
What's up, boo? How you doing?
We got my friend Ashley. We got Michael over there, Chelsea, and Siobhan.
Hey.
No fault, Jay, what's up?
Nah, it's that
Alright.
baby.
All right, so I want to add a couple questions for y'all. Y'all know about Chief Keef?
Yeah!
He's ratchet. He got like 15 babies. He's ratchet. How are you ratchet? How you ratchet 15 babies? You know what? He's ratchet. You 15 babies. You got 15 babies. You ratchet. What song is it again?
Love Sosa.
He do it for the ratchets. He do it for the ratchets. I got y'all.
You gonna play Love Sosa?
You gonna see? It's about to get back.
So y'all like the message he put out to the young people?
You get money. What message? What else is there to say? Like
But he's talking about violence though. A lot of violence. He's talking about killing people.
Ain't that a baseball player or something?
It is a baseball player.
We love him. We love him.
Wait, no. Sammy Sosa?
Yeah.
I don't think you're talking about that man.
So what are you talking about?
He's talking about getting money. He's talking about getting money.
He's talking about Range Rovers.
Yeah. Oh, God. All right. I get it. Y'all love Sosa. So
Why are you saying you're not dancing to this shit? Like, this is a plug.
do y'all
Other shit.
do y'all know the message he's putting out though?
You need to play.
Don't
Don't
play.
play.
What does it matter though? What does it
The
matter
beat is
though?
hot.
The beat is hot.
Yo, it says we get like a dope boy. That's funny.
Fucking with them old boys.
Old boys, we need them old boys.
So y'all like how he talk about killing people though?
They not talking about killing people.
What are you talking about? He just said fucking with them old boys, you gonna get fucked over. Like, what do you think? He's on.
You put yourself in that situation, it is how it is. Like, he just speaking some real shit.
So that's real shit.
I still don't see what the message said. Why does the message matter?
It don't matter. Because the beat is hot.
He just be on some G stuff. Like, for real. Like, why they sitting on the bed though? I mean, let them be them. Like, they just doing them. Just like she.
So as I was saying earlier, I don't think my friends really got the message. The social media has a lot to do with how we think. And so, as you can see, my friends, they get caught up in the nice beat and it sound good. You know, they get caught up in the money, the cars, you know, stuff that the media wants you to pay attention to. And so, they don't really understand that Chief Keef's throwing a lot of violence in his music. And kids from Chicago get caught up in that stuff because, not that they don't know any better, but that's all you hear and all your peers listen to, and that's how they act, then more times than not, that's how they're going to act too. I'm not putting direct blame on Chief Keef, but he has to pay attention to the message he puts out for those young people who look up to him and want to be just like him or want to live the lifestyle he lives.
Cool. And what do you think? I mean, there was this big controversy at the Congress Theater when you had that show up there, and people were kind of blaming it, like the police coming on you. people are saying your music is really violent, encourages violence. What do you say to people who with those kinds of criticisms?
Don't say nothing. I say let them talk. I can't say nothing about them. Let them say what they want to say. Just let the people. I can make other songs, but that's just how we is, and people like that anyway. So they like 300. I'm 300%. So people like being 300%.
Yeah, is that
I know
what?
y'all even like it.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all know. But everybody trying to rap now. Even though everybody trying to rap now, so they can stop. I understand it, so they could probably stop the violence, but it's too much hatred in Chicago to me.
Yeah, you
But
don't.
it is my city, and it is my city where I was born. But it's 300.
You don't think there's any way the music can be something that helps people get past the violence or get out of it?
Hell no.
Why is that? Just too much hatred?
Too much killing.
Too much killing?
Yeah, it's over with, man.
Do you think there's anything like artists like you could do to